And I think that the best analogy that I've come across is if you birth a baby into the world and you have this, 1-month-old baby, you're not going to put it on the corner and tell it to go figure out how to survive, right? And so you're not going to do the same thing with your business. You're not going to say, hey, I birthed this business, it's 1 month old, go out and make money. You need a runway of time to really dial it in and to really figure it out and to really chisel away at that and make it perfect so that you can put it out there into the world without worrying so much about having the pressure of needing to make an income, because we make so many bad decisions. I'm super passionate about helping people get really clear on what they want to do with their lives, regardless of their age, regardless of how deep into their career or business they are, because you can actually shift your entire career without changing your business or without changing your job or without doing any. You don't have to quit. You don't have to restart your whole life. You can actually just get clarity and then do a little pivot. And a dream life planning session helps you get really clear on all the things, the day-to-day things, not if I achieve this, then I'll be happy stuff. But instead, like, I enjoy laughing with people. This is the kind of humor I like. I enjoy walks. I enjoy really this specific type of weather. I like the idea of waking up in the morning and not having to plan my day. I want someone to tell me exactly what to do. Or I enjoy waking up in the morning and knowing exactly what I'm going to do and not having anyone tell me what to do, because I'm my own boss. Everyone has different personalities, different preferences, different non-negotiables. And so I love, love, love helping people get clarity on what those things are. And then from there, having real life, tangible strategies that work in order for people to reach those things. And so some of those things are, one is for the people who are trying to make a transition from maybe having a job to being self-employed or having their own business. And I call it the 3-day-a-week club. The 3-day-a-week club is just simply working for someone else half of the week, doing something that is teaching you how to do the thing you want to do the other half of the week, right? So if you want to, let's say, be a dancer, then you work for a dance company for half the week, getting paid money to learn. And then you spend the other half of the week doing your own business, your dance business. And so that's one option. It's like a transitionary way to get out of what you're doing. And what I also help people with is funding, which is just basically considering the best case scenario of what you want to do. Let's say maybe you want to start a beauty brand, right? And you want to have a YouTube channel where you're doing makeup, but you're also inspiring young girls to realize that they're beautiful with or without makeup, and that makeup is just a form of expression. And then you're taking a percentage of that money and you're going to donate to this cause, right? So that's your vision, right? That's what you want to do, but that's still not good enough, because though that is like a general business model, we want to really figure out what you're doing each morning. Like, do you want to wake up late, have enough time to meditate for an hour and drink your matcha? And whatever it is that you want to do, getting really clear on what that is, and then putting it into a pitch deck, which is a presentation of what you want to do with the vision, all the data, all the numbers, your financial projections, and then presenting it to an organization, whether it be a government organization or an individual, and having them giving you 1 to 3 years of a runway of your personal expenses, like your rent, your bills, your gas, your grocery, your mortgage, whatever that is, so that you can spend 1 to 3 years focusing on what you really want to be doing with your life, and 1 to 3 years of the money you need to hire people, to have a marketing budget, to pay for the gear you need. And that gives you that time frame to breathe and to not kind of fall into what society and the economy is telling that you have to do, which is struggle, 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 juggle, 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 balance, balance, balance. And next thing you know, you're overwhelmed and you're, wondering what the heck happened in the last 5 years of your life. And then you're saying, I'm not far enough, which is what I've been struggling with as well. And then we get to the point where we can actually breathe and say, cool, I have 3 years of funding, 3 years of personal income, 3 years of business income to really focus on doing this. And that's what I've done for myself. That's what I've done for many other people, whether it be in the music industry or outside of the music industry. And I think that the best analogy that I've come across is if you birth a baby into the world and you have this, 1-month-old baby, you're not going to put it on the corner and tell it to go figure out how to survive, right? And so you're not going to do the same thing with your business. You're not going to say, hey, I birthed this business, it's 1 month old, go out and make money. You need a runway of time to really dial it in and to really figure it out and to really chisel away at that and make it perfect so that you can put it out there into the world without worrying so much about having the pressure of needing to make an income, because we make so many bad decisions when we're making those decisions just for income, just for revenue. If I was making decisions just on revenue, I'd be spending those 7 coaching calls every weekend trying to hard sell people on a big coaching thing that I'm doing, which is totally okay, because I think that's super important. People need that. And people who are paying for something are going to value it way more than if they're doing it for free. And I realize that. But this is my gestation period of really feeling out like what people need, how I can help people, how I can serve people, and then later on finding where the real value is and then charging those high ticket prices for those things. So if anyone's listening to this and you're either you have a job and you want to turn that into a business, maybe you want to quit your job, or you have a business and you're like, you know what, I love what I'm doing, but I wish I could shift a few things, then there are ways to do that. Sometimes money can help with that. Sometimes it can't, but there are a lot of solutions on how to pivot and get to the place where you're deeply, deeply enjoying every single aspect, both internally with all these amazing tools that Dr. Vic is giving you, and with external things like finances and resources.
I love how you share the perspective too. Like, I've always been a big fan of slow and steady. I love big growth, don't get me wrong, and it does happen, but slow and steady always wins the race. And I love how you were talking about, like, you go get paid by somebody who you do work for them, but then also learn, and then you do your business on the back end. And slow and steady over time, you will develop your plan, your marketing, all that stuff, get it down, and you got it to feel, you got the, being a chiropractor when I first came out, I was just so gung-ho, ready to get out and share my vision to the world and all that, that I as much as I knew chiropractic, the philosophy, the neuroscience and all that, I didn't construct my message yet. I didn't know who me was and how I wanted to present chiropractic to the world. And if I would not change my road and map of what I've done, because I had a struggle for 2 years, had to go bankrupt. And then all of a sudden that was my decisioning point, man. It was do or die for me. It was either go work for somebody or go all out in the business, save it, and see what happens. I didn't see anything but success. And I'm happy I did that. It all went the right way. And if I would work with someone for 3 years, I would have built 2-3 years. I would have built my message up. I would have formulated my way if I was a little bit more patient. Type A personality, driver, those things don't add up when you're like, I got to wait 3 years until I do what I want. Hell no. I was in school for 3.5 years of struggle and pain in the butt, listening to what I had to do, jump through the circus. But it's one of those things. So I love how you bring that up, brother. To gain more clarity on how to find out more about what you do, where you're at, where can people find you and follow you, and so much more, if you don't mind sharing that really quick.
Nathen.tv, I spell my name Nathen. So it's a little different. But Nathen.tv, that's my website. I have a few things. I have an online course teaching people how to plan, fund, and build their dream business. I give them that whole pitch deck that they can fill out so that they can go get funding. I actually have a reality series on following my dream as well. There are 5 episodes of that out. We have 17 episodes that we're working on right now. And in that reality series, there is me going out and having a camera follow me around as I get funding, as I get a grant, as I get investments for people. And that is inside of the program as well. We're also releasing that on YouTube, and you can go to nathen.tv/series to check out my series. And also you can text me. My phone number is area code 310-807-1998. And if you're interested in one of those little sessions, what I ask is question number 1, what's your dream? What's your passion? What's your idea? What's your focus? What's your business? And then question number 2, how can I help? And then I just text back and forth with people and help the best way that I can, which is just by asking good questions and presenting business solutions for you. Why I do this is because I want to be connected with the most amazing, heart-centered, motivated people in the world. So that's my real reason behind it. I'm lucky enough to be in a position where I don't have to do this right now for an income. And so I just focus on meeting the most amazing people and helping them any way that I can. And it ends up being a really incredible like two-way relationship with all these amazing human beings. So I'm really excited about that.
Awesome. Everybody, that will be in the show notes, so I'll make sure I have that all in there. But Nathan, I appreciate all the work you're doing, brother. This was fun chatting here, and I'll be able to connect with you and your energy and everything about who you are, man. I love it. I love what you're up to, and keep up the amazing work that you're doing, brother.
Thanks. Appreciate it.